during the winter, why it's optimal for a nuclear exchange. It's the winter time versus during the summer, and the reason why we're at the threat of a all-out nuclear war during the winter more than we are during the summer, because it's about optimizing maximum casualties. We'll see if everybody shows up today. Kind of kick back. Let's just see who shows up. And I haven't had no sleep. 5 hours. I slept today, maybe 4 hours. Just didn't get. Kind of tired. But we did. We're getting closer to 3,000 hours view time, and we'll see what happens in the next few days. But we should be able to hit the 3,000 hours viewed here pretty quick. So we'll see what happens with viewership today. Oh, let's just hang out and read some disturbing news about why nuclear war is more important and better to be to happen during the winter months versus the summer. We use AI overview for this. It could be kind of um, one of the easiest ways to figure out why we would be at more of a threat of a nuclear war during the winter months. Hey, Carol, good to see you. Good to see you. Merry Christmas back to you, too. Bit tired there, Carol. Tired. There's no sleep. 11 and a half hours last night. Just couldn't get the umph. I tried to push through. Come 1 o'clock in the morning, I was just dragging. I just kept dragging. I couldn't get my energy about me. Same with today. I'm really tired. Not enough sleep. Deb's got to work. I got to work tonight too. We are off. Today's the last day. Last night, last night at work, but I'll have like Christmas Eve, Christmas, all the way till Monday night off. So we'll have a bunch of shows between now and then. Oh, here we go. Let's get into this, guys. 5 years of doing this, Carol. 5 freaking years. We've reached 250,000 viewers on YouTube in this since about September. And then we had the Facebook, of course. We've had, of a 250,000 views there too. It's been, we've reached about a 500,000 views. God only knows how many people we've actually been able to impact our lives. And it's been those of us that's been with 45 News Utah since 2020, and I appreciate everybody's been here. I got into some deep dives last night with Grok about my history, my life, the things I've been through. Pretty cool stuff. But we'll get into a little bit of that if we have time. Anyway, let's get into this. So the reason why winter time is the most deadly time for a nuclear exchange between Russia, China, and the U.S., and there's a lot of reasons why. And one of the big reasons why is because winter is a peak season for mortality due to combined effects of cold weather, stressing the heat, and the lungs, and heart and lungs. The increased spread of the viruses like flu and pneumonia in close indoor quarters and older, drier air, irritated airways. Yeah, that's not working. That's not where we're at. Optimal season for nuclear. Those of you guys that are just being jackholes, just please go. Don't come here. Okay. Let's see. Oh my God, Michael Bolton. Let's see. No, I'm just gonna. Yeah, I'm just so tired of these guys. Let's see. There you go. Let's see. There you go. You get banned on that for a minute. Just knock it off, guys. This is bull crap. I'm going to put a couple users in timeout. Let's see. There's a guy that looks like you on live. All he does is listen to music and drink beer. That's a good guy. Merry Christmas. You still talking about middle school girls? Port harassing. We're gonna get. I'm just so sick of these guys. I'll tell you what. They're just annoying. No, 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 no. Let's get this guy. Bye-bye for a minute. Yeah, what up? He also is missing his front teeth. Okay, solar maximum. Anyway, let's get into this. Yeah, the trolls. Well, just the shitstorm of modern history, the idiocracy of YouTube, the users on YouTube, or there's a lot of good people here. There's really, really bad people that get zero views on their channels. You go to their channel, they've never done anything. Um, I've never any of the trolls. I think the one we had was 80. The guy said he puts Pock Brock somewhere, and he had I think 3,000 views, and I went to report him. I just took a picture of it, and I was going to report him for harassing because I told everybody you're not allowed to harass here. There's no reason to come and harass me about this stuff. Um, what makes you think? Just stop it, guys. Just stop it, okay? Just stop all your shit. Just let's get into the news and not get disrupted by you idiots, okay? You want to go be an idiot? Go watch anime or some crap like you do. A nuclear war occurrence in the summer would likely maximize casualties from the subsequent nuclear winter. So they're saying that the summer would likely maximize casualties. But I went through it with Grok, and Grok told the truth that wintertime is the best time for a nuclear war, and it's been in the Soviet plans for decades now. And the reason why, let's get this son of a bitch out of here. This guy, get out of here. Anyway, yeah, go play anime. Anyway, wintertime you'd lose before Christmas, before the Chinese New Year. You get the Chinese just in a nuclear war scenario. If you had a nuclear exchange prior to the Chinese New Year, you could keep the Chinese inside the big cities. They wouldn't be scattered around. This way, it's easier to maximize casualties in China. As far as Europe and the U.S. would be for a nuclear exchange in the next month or less, or 3 weeks or so, it'd be best to use a nuclear this time of year, especially Christmas, to maximize casualties by causing the nuclear war during this time because of Christmas travel, global travel by the West. Now, China, when we ran through the scenarios, right now they have Grom nuclear exercises already happening in Russia, in the Arctic right now. Perfect time for it. If they wait till the Chinese New Year, like we talked about, they couldn't maximize Chinese casualties because remember, China is going to be a target of the U.S. because China is not going to be left standing if the U.S. and Russia go to a nuclear war. There's no way. China's got enough nukes pointed at it, especially at cities. It's easier to take out China and to destroy its population inside the cities. That's why if there is a nuclear exchange planned, it would be best to be hit right at that time before the Chinese New Year's hits. Now, remember, we all remember COVID breaking out. Well, and China has 500 nukes, but we're talking about a nuclear war, an exchange between the Russia and the U.S. They wouldn't know the target trajectory once the nukes were launched between Russia and the U.S. China would definitely be on the scale or be on a target list. There's no way the U.S. is going to leave China standing, and why Russia and the U.S. are destroyed. Pakistan and India would probably launch their nukes at each other too, because you'd have 1.5 billion Indians that would have a problem with the Pakistanis, and they're both nuclear armed states with destruction of the power, an electromagnetic pulse, massive nuclear fallout hitting across the planet, cold area. The cold would be caused by burning cities. China and Pakistan would have to fire upon each other in order just to stop what's going to happen. Because once there's no more rules, those countries, you would have, like I said, a massive population of Indians, smaller population of Pakistanis. Pakistanis would know that's the time to launch. Just the scenario we worked out. So the scenario right now for nuclear war would be right now. And it'd be before the Chinese New Year, because it was brought up about if they did a nuclear war, planned nuclear war between the U.S. and Russia. If we waited until the new year, let's just say they gave us till that time, it wouldn't be feasible. You'd have the Chinese scattered out. We'd have the Chinese New Year, COVID 2.0. People would scatter throughout the planet, and they don't want that. If you're looking at eliminating humanity, because let's just face it, AI is rising. What are they going to do with all the humans? There's too many of them. NATO would be eliminated within 5 minutes. Russia would be eliminated within 5 minutes, basically, but the nukes are gone. Yeah. Yeah, what's left to be held? Yeah, you were talking about 6 billion casually estimated in the first year. Pakistan, India, got to remember, India's got 1.5 billion people. China's got, 1.3 billion people. They got an aging population. Southern hemisphere would experience low temperatures. We'd have a lot of fallout in our upper atmospheres. Wintertime, the rich could, and just in a scenario, they could actually take off to New Zealand and to the southern hemisphere. You see a massive movement of the rich during the Christmas season from now until the Chinese New Year, evacuating into the southern hemisphere. Let's just say that Congress and guys are taking off to the southern hemisphere. I would say that that would make that scenario um, more feasible. So right now, if there is a planned nuclear war to eliminate and exterminate the majority of the population, if AI is going to be and the new power systems you can read about with Bill Gates and other companies coming out with new systems, new batteries. They're getting rid of there's like a salt ionized battery. It's going to rare earth minerals are going out the toilet. The rare earth mineral scam is going to come crashing down if the news I'm hearing correctly is happening about new energy systems, which is all over the news. Um, the end of the fossil fuel industry is at hand. We talked about energy, new types, forms of batteries. Oh, let's see this guy isn't saying this stuff. Let's see this guy. Let's see. I know you like that, Snow White. Yeah, I want to. Let's see this guy here. Let's get rid of these guys. I just can't. I'm not going to sit and have these jackasses inter interfere in this. Let's see if we can get this guy. I just got to get him gone. I don't want him out of here. Yeah, just get out of here. Just get the hell out of here. I'm not gonna deal with these crap heads causing trouble. Um, that would be the most feasible time to get the northern hemisphere stuck in the northern hemisphere, where it's gonna already be like 5 below 0, and then, or most of the areas 10 below 0, depending where, and then you'd have all of Europe pretty much in the wintertime. You drop the temperatures just even by a temporary nuclear winter. You could maximize casualties. Europe will eat itself alive once if there is an exchange between Russia and the U.S. There won't be many Europeans left within just that'll make it through the winter just from the environment, just because of the temperatures. Unless you're in the southern part of Europe where the temperatures will probably be a lot less um, extreme. But then you got resources, you got power gone, you got sewers backing up, you got there it would be a perfect time if we ran the scenarios to actually have the nuclear war to exterminate humanity between now and the Chinese New Year. So I would suggest if there is something happening, if you're a prepper and you're ready for a nuclear war, I'd be watching what the elites are doing between now and the Chinese New Year and see what happens. North Dakota would drop to temperatures more than likely in the scenario of a nuclear winter to the point of mass extermination of all life. It would be, we're looking at 10 below 0. Temperatures January, February, maximized time frame for the coldest part of winter. If the nuclear exchange happens, that would pretty much wipe North Dakota out. You would lose, the northern states would be done. Anyway, so well, it's not Halo game speculation. So let's get into this. So we went through the scenarios of Cold War. The men that built the bombs knew about the bombs more than the people nowadays. 4 years in their basement, come out, want war, loving war, want dominance. When people were hiding from a virus, I mean, to the point where they would not even leave their houses, but yet we're at the point of annihilation. Um, anyway, so let's get into it. So summer, they're saying would maximize casualties. I put winter. Winter. Why? Why winter is optimal season for nuclear war, maximum casualties. These guys are, so right now he's saying, AI is saying that it's going to be summertime. So they're saying winter isn't necessarily optimal for maximum casualties in nuclear war. Rather, a nuclear war occurring in summer creates the worst climate effects, not winter. Now, that is not true because if you want to maximize death and casualties in the northern hemisphere, you would do it during winter. That's the reason why. Chinese New Year, um, October 25th, and something swear they have about 3 New Years. They do, but you remember what happened with the outbreak of COVID, 2020, with the spread of the COVID virus. One of the reasons why is because of that. Travel, yep, time travel is possible. They already said that time travel and teleportation, what Trump's science community said, yes. Chinese Lunar New Year starts as a millions of celebrate the year of the next, yeah, the year of the horse something. It's a very dangerous time, right? The next Chinese New Year, 2026, will be the year of the horse, yep, especially the fire horse, beginning on February 17th. Yeah, it's supposed to be a really bad time, supposed to be a really bad sign, too. These guys, so AI is saying that the best time is during the summer, and it would be massive fires. Now, you got to take this into consideration. A nuclear exchange during the summertime would cause catastrophic fires across the northern hemisphere. You're talking balls of fire hotter than the sun, or hot as the sun, would just rage wildfires across the planet. The devastation would be absolutely astronomical. Now, if you did think about just human casualties, if you was playing a war game scenario, let's set up a war game scenario. Want to play a game like the show War Games. If you did it during the winter time, you can maximize casualties of humans. That's what you're after. You're not after destroying the planet. If you're the ultra billionaires that want the earth cleaned of the eaters, the useless eaters that have nowhere to go in a future where artificial intelligence, energy is cheap and free, like they're starting on now, you would do it during the winter time to clear up the northern hemisphere. Why would it be the northern hemisphere be so important to leave intact for the most part? Well, if you just maximize winter time, extreme low temperatures, millions freezing to death. You could also, in reverse, destroy food crops in the south. You could also cut off the breadbasket from the north because the people wouldn't be there anymore. So the south would starve during their winter. You'd have a secession of the northern hemisphere during a major nuclear exchange between Russia, China, India, Pakistan, and Europe, and the US. You could maximize the casualties because you'd have death from cold, no heat, no power, wind, winter, plummeting temperatures, and then it would rotate back into the southern hemisphere where they are at in their bunkers in New Zealand and other places because their food crops would be dying. There'd be a lower temperatures. The people down there wouldn't have any resource from the north at all, and then their temperatures would be a lower summer. Less of a growing season, massive populations, uncontrolled populations that rely on global food, that rely on global handouts. Yeah. Takeaway: either shut off has decorations up, and I never seen a fire horse. It's usually a monkey. Yeah, fire horse is a really bad sign for the Chinese New Year's, guys. So just remember that. Hey, you know anything about PTSD? Yeah, went to VA first time to Israel today. In Israel today, really lost, man. My dad was and my grandpa were both World War uh, World War II with my grandpa, and he was a combat veteran, wounded in the Philippines, and he fought through Manila and other parts of the Philippine campaign. U.S. Army sergeant. My dad was missing in action, but he was never. Well, he was missing in action. He was never a POW. My dad has had severe post-traumatic stress my entire life. My son, combat Afghanistan post-traumatic stress. I've had it from numerous issues. So the best thing to know about PTSD, it ain't nothing but a thing, bro. None of this matters in the end. It doesn't matter. What's up, back? Timu Michael Bolton. Yeah, well, get out of here, you jackass. Anyways, get that son of a bitch out of here. Well, where you are right now. Oh, this is a green screen. Anyway. How do you have Wi-Fi? Yeah, because I'm not in the mountains, and I'll just country boys will survive. Now, if there is, you keep trolling, asking like the guy how you have Wi-Fi. I'm just gonna ban you, so just don't say stupid stuff. Anyway, so they're saying it's caused extended summer problems, but winter rolls. Initial winter. That's not an initial winter. We're not talking about it. Winter. So let's do the maximum casualties January. Now this is, I'm telling you, I went to Grok because Grok broke down the scenario better for me than what these guys are saying. Stupid stuff. Well, yeah, well, it is what it is. Anyway, so wintertime. Contrary to the assumption that winter is optimal, studies on the consequences of nuclear war indicates the conflict during the summer would cause That's a lie. That's a lie. That's an absolute lie. This is AI covering its ass. That's what this is. They maximize the already cold temperatures by causing a nuclear war at the time. Yeah. I got really cool places. Well, that's thanks. So, I mean, I'm not in the mountains. I'm actually getting ready for work. But look at this. This is AI. Check this stuff out. Let's check out this AI. We've had so many horrible commenters that come on here, guys. It just gets tiring when they attack you. This is Grok. Okay, this is Grok. What Grok does for you. Check it out. Awesome, huh? Let's try that one. This is Grok. Gotta love it. You want to put yourself in a beautiful place? Go to Grok and go to image generator, everybody, and you can do your own mountain scenes. Look how beautiful this is. Look how gorgeous this is. You gotta love it. You gotta love Grok. There's yeah, you are in a simulation there. I just talked to a psychic that was extremely accurate. I'm kind of freaking out. Well, and there you go, CWAG. Look how cool this is. This is Grok. This is what Grok does, everybody. Go to Grok, go to Image Generator, do the Teton Mountains, Rocky Mountains. You can do a cabin. You can do all kinds of cool stuff. Do it yourself. And Russia can't get half their stuff off the ground. That's the truth. You're right there. Russia's having a hard time getting their nukes off the ground. Thank God they're having a hard time getting their nukes off the ground. So they keep talking about, so getting into the nuclear winter with Google's AI. Google's AI is extremely retarded. Just saying, in the spirit of retardation, Google is the epitome of acting retarded, but this is Skynet. I'm just telling you. I live in Colorado. It was cool. The people were really crazy. They were. They are. That's where a lot of the Looney Tunes went. Right there, CWAG. I completely understand, and I'm right there with you. The worst thing is they'll be able to escape in summer or winter. The peoples who have money. Yes, the people that have money are going to leave in droves, but there's a lot of stuff coming on the internet about the massive bunker building by the AI techs. Knowing the Armageddon is coming anyway with AI. AI is going to be the end of humanity. The majority of people that develop AI already know the scenarios are there for the extinction of human beings on planet Earth, if not at the very least the subjugation and enslavement of human beings by the artificial intelligence. They already know the truth, everybody. That's why the AI developers are speaking out. That's why there's alarm bells ringing. Crazy stuff. What this channel even about? What is this channel even about? It is what it is. Yeah, control. That's a big one. Then they'll secretly the next batch of humans, and we talked about that too. CWAG. We had a nice talk about genetic alterations, AI integrations, Neuralink, plugging into their cloud underground, human AI interface by the elites. Yes, you were right, exactly right. Genetically engineering their children in bunkers. The artificial womb we talked about that they've already developed. They'll grow their own race underground while the rest of this planet freezes. The northern hemisphere freezes, and the southern hemisphere is about ready to get wiped completely out through starvation, wars, and disease. So the cataclysmic effect of just a nuclear exchange between Russia and the U.S. and NATO, not including China, India, or Pakistan, would be absolutely devastating for the entire planet. Human beings would not have much time left. And those that were left would be subjugated because if you're on the surface and you're not inside your plush bunkers with your Starbucks and your your 20-year food supplies, like the elites are doing, with your robots working continuously, growing your own children in CRISPRs, is basically thing, or what do they call it, the artificial womb now that they developed. They could come out of their caves, out of their bunkers with fully grown or adolescent, young, perfect human beings, and they could get rid of the corrupted data, the destroyed us. You know that our genetics are flawed. We're flawed human beings due to genetic anomalies that should not have continued the generations. They'll come out of their bunkers absolute perfect human beings, and that's what technology does for them. HRs and new species, humanoids. Oh yeah, right there. This is all happening, everybody. Why do you think they don't care about us? Why do you think they don't care about the debts? Why they put us in nuclear war? Why they don't care about what people see or do, what the population even wants to do? They don't give two shits about us. And the reason why is because this exact same scenario. Nuclear war, Terminator, Battlestar Galactica. Wipe out the populations, knock them down to 1 billion, like Bill Gates said. If we have a successful vaccination program, we could bring the population down. You know, yeah, exactly. Exactly. You Merry Christmas Eve to all of you guys and gals. My brother, you like denim. My brother, you like denim. No, I don't know what that means, but whatever it is, I guess I could. Hey, Jesus, what's up? Well, you know, there's some people that say that. Wait till I grow my beard, and then I get every comment that. And yes, I'm from Jewish descent, Native American descent, and from a bunch of crazy Caucasian descents and some Slavic descent. So, yeah. US 2020, blah, blah, blah. I don't know what that means, Ziva. Is it 106016761A1? Don't be sharing too much going on there. Start putting up stuff like that, and they might come after you. Patents, oh, there you go. Okay, he's got you. Patent is right above. Don't share that stuff with these people. They're watching us. Best thing we can do is just buckle up and get ready for the Armageddon war. And if you say too damn much, they might hunt you down. You don't want them to know you know about the damn patents they got for human AI interface. They might come after you. Might get a little knock and talk by the bastards, and we're going to have a hard enough time just getting through a nuclear winter and what the hell comes next. So I wouldn't post much of that there. CAA would be careful. We know the plan. We know the plan. Just keep it there. If they don't believe you on their comments, to hell with these damn troll bastard YouTubers anyways. This guy, message for review. Let's see. Because your hair was braided. Okay. JA, because, yeah, that's how I know you are Indian. I have an Indian ancestor, too. Well, my hair was braided. Some days I do it braided. We could go like this, though, because I've been, hey, look, it's, what's his name off of the thingy show with the witches stuff. Yeah.
I'm leaving.
You leaving?
There's clothes on the thing.
Hey, don't leave me.
There's clothes on
I love you.
There's clothes on the thing.
I'll hunt you down. Every light in the house is on, honey. She done left me. Yeah, it's okay. Because she doesn't go to work. I was just treating it as if it was something else. She's really irritated today. Yep, they know we are laugh out loud. Don't think nothing safe is safe, but oh yeah. Just curious, when you said Caucasian, you have to give it a qualifier by saying crazy. Why would you degenerate part of your own ethnicity? Because the world's nuts, you know, but my ancestors were lunatics, and I love them for that. I do. Irish, English, Scottish, Danish, Czechoslovakian. Yeah. I just call them crazy whites because they were good people. They are good people. I'm more white than I am Indian. You know, I got a little bit of Indian in me way back, about 4 generations. Not degrading white people is the last damn thing I do is degrade anybody. I called them crazy, and by God, they were. And they still are. You grew up my childhood, you'd understand exactly why I'm saying that. Nothing against them, but man, those were some wild times, I tell you. Wild times. My Native American grandpa, he's dead before I was even born. He never even made it. So I can say my dead ancestor, my mom died at 59. My grandpa died at 35. So they're all, you know, That side disappeared. Disappeared. Anyway, see, as we get caught up on this, they know. Yeah, sad news, Dad. I farted. Blood. Well, let me help you out with that there, fart blood. Get the hell out of here. How's that sound for you? Just flicked you like a booger out of this. Just get that son of a being booger off my finger. That's whatever his name was. He's the hell out of here. Nuclear war. Extinction level event. The end of the damn eaters. Us. The rich that are building their bunkers and already haven't built. Hey, they're building their bunkers. Yeah, way back when. Now they're already built. And now's the time to blow the damn place up, I'd say. Winter time for the Chinese New Year's. Doing well. Thanks, there, United. That is sad, and your grandpa died at 35. He did. He was an American Indian Movement member. He was hated the white men. Yeah, he got put in the Utah State Penitentiary. Shoved a guard through a chain link fence, and my Uncle Dave on my dad's side worked with the guy that my grandpa shoved his head through the damn fence. He was 6'9". Big, mean man. But he married a little 5'2" red-headed white woman. Kind of a irony, if you ask me. And marries this my grandma, a little midget lady from Richfield, Utah. And eventually I came out, but the son of a bitch was dead before I was even alive. Now, thanks a lot, Grandpa. Abandoned my mother and her sisters and went up to Washington, Walla Walla, and married another white lady, and there's where they killed him, Halloween night. That was bad. Katie Sackhoff, you betcha, she kicks ass. You want to go to Caitlin Sackhoff's? Do you have photos? No, I don't. Oh yeah, that son of a bitch left him. He died. I've looked him up. I went through all the family history and all that stuff. Where his mom was born, and she died at 30. God, she died at like 35 or 32 too. She died young, really, really young. Yeah, my great grandpa lived for quite a while, but he died in a tunnel collapse in Walla Walla, Washington. He was a big son of a bee too. Oh, they killed him. It was a big fight. What's up, man? It's about time you got cleaned up and got a job. Well, you son of a bitch, I got a job. I'm going to it tonight, and I work with heavy equipment, you dumb, stupid-ass loser. There you go. Get the hell out of here. I got a bigger job and a rougher job and a harder job than you could ever imagine, you little fairy. Yeah, these stupid-ass troll kids. He's probably sitting in some damn fucking deli somewhere in the middle of Mumbai, and he's probably out there kicking some damn soccer ball around and hacking on me because I said I don't got a job. I don't know. Ah, son of a bitch. I already got him out of here anyways. Anyway, I might have... this guy and these others... I might have got rid of somebody else. This message is held for review. Let's see, that's the one. Yeah, I got rid of him. Laugh out loud. You so funny. Well, there's a point between being funny with these bastards and the way they troll, and I have had enough. Gosh damn it. That's pissing me off too. Anyway, I've had enough of the trolls. I mean, the guys are like, get a job and you got off drugs. You guys didn't read the comment. The guy said, what's up, man? It's about time you got cleaned up and got a job, you junkie bum. Junkie bum is what it is. Dirty, rotten, no good. Anyway, it's all about nuclear winter. So that's the probabilities. The reason why they would do it now is to probably kill out the majority of the people that's here. Just a thought. Because right now they're doing, let's see, Russia and I guess you'd call it Operation. I think called it Crom, but it's Grom. Grom? 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 Groms? I don't know. Gromma? Grom. Oh, this is a good one, everybody. We're going to get into this. So, what is the plan when bombs start flying? People won't have gas. There is no plan. There is no plan, everybody. I'm sorry. I hate to be the one to break it to you, but unless you got a bunker that's going to be for the next 5, 6 years, there ain't a damn plan out there. India is going to be full of street meat. New York will be a damn barbecue, but it sure as hell ain't going to be beef or hot dogs and sausages. It's going to be humans and any animal they can get a hold of. China is the same damn way, unless you're in rural China. You might get away from it, but the cities will lock you up like they did during COVID. Wasn't that a lot of fun, everybody? People screaming from the high rises, help me, help me. They're cementing people into their apartment complexes during COVID. Loads of fun, everybody. Loads of fun. New York would be like Escape from New York. Of course it would be. Any survivors. And they wouldn't make it through the winter anyways. January, February, extreme cold did last maybe a week, maybe a month. Californication, you'd have that place would be on fire so damn fast, even in the middle of winter, there'd be nowhere to go there either. And where the hell are you going to go? To Utah where it's 20 below zero, or down into Vegas where there's no damn water? You got Arizona and New Mexico between here and there, and they're not going to, none of them Californians are going to survive coming out of California, and they sure as hell ain't going to go north. The only chance they got is to run into the sea because the damn cities are going to be on fire and they're going to be a nuclear wasteland. And even the standing buildings won't make a shit bit of difference. Gangs and murders and killings in California, it'll be like Escape from LA. It's a hell of a plan. It really is. China would be decimated because they're all in their cities and they took them out within 30 minutes. The rest of America's major cities would be on fire or so damn cold that nobody could survive 2 or 3 nights without heat. And thanks. They won't bomb the res. They won't bomb the reservations. Yeah, hopefully the Russians understand that you're not a nuclear target on the res. And the reason why is it's the poorest place in the United States, an American Indian reservation, except for the damn casino lovers. I made that place as corrupt as any of these other bastard corporations. Why American torture innocent people with microwaves? Why is American... What America? This son of a bitch is American Incorporated, and it's a bunch of corporations that are, and the prostitutes we call as representatives. America ain't been here for a long time, bro. Sorry to give you the heads up on that. It's nothing but a debt lie and a slave fest for the ultra rich. Remember, the corporations have the same rights as a living human being. That's going to work out well, and it has so far. American torturing anybody. Yeah, they say they're to use microwave technology to fuck with this, but let's see. Potentially inappropriate message held for review. Let's review it. America shit. Well, it's all shit, bro. There ain't nothing more than us. No matter what happens, us good people, and there are a hell of a lot of bad people. That's all there is. It's just us and them. We debate on America, Russia, China, who the hell you are. It doesn't make a shit bit of difference. Go ahead and go to India and you can't even get ad revenue running a YouTube channel if the Indians are watching. How fair is that? Yeah, India, you don't get ad revenue if you guys watch YouTube. That's pretty fucking fair, I'd say, wouldn't you? Now, how the hell do we even determine who the hell we even are? Hi from the cold Russia. Well, you be careful over there in Russia because you're not supposed to be on YouTube. So, God bless you. You are here. You're on this, but buckle up, buttercups. It's about to get dirty. Now, if the reason why they're holding this off till right now for this nuclear exchange is because of energy that's being created now, there's a whole shitload on new energy sources that they're building right now. Kind of funny how they didn't really start this new energy that's going to wipe out fossil fuels before the data centers needed to be built. Isn't that kind of ironic, I would say? Now, people say, oh, no, it's not going to happen. I'd be like, if they got energy sources that don't take rare earth minerals, they don't give two shits, they just blew their asses out thinking that we were going to make $1 billion, trillion, zillion dollars off rare earth minerals when the new batteries are coming out that don't need them. Yeah. Let's see. You perfect Trump or... I don't prefer either of them. I don't prefer anybody anymore. If I got this lie or that laughing hyena over here, there's no in-betweens. You can't pick either one of them. They're all just stage actors. It was a mess from the beginning. It'll always be a mess, and you're living in a damn movie. You said beware of the YouTube. What you mean? Well, no, I'm just saying the YouTubers, the trolls, the monsters that reside in the comment sections of YouTube. But I'm saying if you're from India, they don't pay the all of us, I guess say content creators very much if you watch us from India. Isn't that nice? Does that make everybody feel better from India? Yeah, they got you. Oh yeah, if you're from India and you're viewing, you ain't worth nothing. Maybe a little bit of the ad revenue goes because you guys just don't take part in it because there's too damn many of you is what they're thinking. You're not gonna run out and buy an ad, which is horse shit. India deserves as much rights as everybody else. Skynet 2026. Oh yeah, you want to hear about Skynet? We'll talk about 2026. Go back to Terminator 5. Would you like to hear what happens? Skynet turns into Genesis, and Trump just launched Project Genesis. Could have done it without you guys. Skynet over here, Terminator 5 goes into Genesis, and you guys went ahead and put AI in the sky. Hey, not a big deal. Genesis and Skynet merge Terminator 5. And it's no longer called Skynet. It's called Genesis. But by golly, we got all that AI technology going up in the sky. And don't you worry, it's not Skynet. No, it isn't, because it's Genesis. And you just put it up there. You fracking morons. Why don't you just call it Death from Above? Or Extinction Level Event into the sky. Project Extinction Level Event. I don't want to worry you guys, but we are following along with the Terminator movie. And try to stream Terminator 3 Rise of the Machines and see where you get on that one. It's in litigation. Really? Litigation? Terminator 3, Rise of the Machines. Really? You just can't. Well, I got lucky enough to see it. Yeah. Let's see. Bloke, Chopper, BLK. Chopper, no numbers here. Bloke, Chopper. What does that even mean? What is that? What language are you speaking there? I'm trying to review your content here, buddy. This content is... Okay, I got it. So, Johnny Sins. Oh, my God. Johnny Sins back again. Oh, we'll get rid of him. Or something worse to happen, probably. Yeah. Bloke Chopper, George Washington. What do you believe a person ought to do to live life well? No, simple for materials. So, but live a life fulfilled? The world. Them all. I mean, the whole thing, bros. Guys, gals. It's never changed. They never fix anything. The sons of bitches give us one. They give us a foot and they take a mile. They're always liars. It's always about war over here to make money. It's always about, terror over here to make money. It's always about keep us all dancing like marionettes over there while they're stealing all the money. They're just stealing everything. So in order to live a fulfilled life is to go, I don't care. Just don't care, It's like, you know what? This is a movie. Life is a movie. It's all bullshit. And they got loads of more bullshit to shovel into your face, like the trolls here. There's just bullshit. They're trying to cause hell and havoc because their masters are telling them to be wicked. But the whole system's bullshit. There ain't no enemies. It's like, oh my God, the enemies. The reason why there's an enemy is because some jackass old man or weird psychopathic lunatic runs some kind of thing and they got some kind of rap music or some kind of garbage they're putting on everybody. So everybody goes out to try to be bling and be better. And in the end, they all just die. Kind of an interesting concept. They go to prison and then they try to make a life there. And then they get out of prison and they're just, I'm a changed man. It's like, no, you didn't change the day you started being retarded. And then from that point forward, you just never decide to advance your timing to the point to say, I don't care. Yeah, I don't care anymore. It's not worth it. None of this is worth it. Don't pay attention to any of that shit. Just do you. The nuclear war's coming. Great. That's going to be a good time. Yeah. Let's get down here. Skyrim background. Oh, it's close, but this is Grok, everybody. It's Grok. Peace on Earth, everybody. Yep. Ukraine. Nope, no, thank you. Don't play Slava Ukraine either. That's another massive insanity. Uh, Terminator, yeah, Terminator 5, Skyrim, um, Terminator 5. That's where Skynet, Cyberdyne Systems from the first Terminators, goes into Genesis. Yes, it's called Genesis, and so is Trump's executive order Genesis. Just saying, if you want to check it out, go to Terminators. Best thing to do is watch T1. Go to Terminator 1, check that out. You'll have a good time. You'll get caught up on some stuff. You'll be like, wait a minute. Kyle Reese comes back on 2029 to the past, but he lived a whole life in that hell zone known as the world, 84 to 2029. But maybe there's something to do with 2029 because guess what? Elon and the rest of them just said they expect general intelligence by 2027 now. They've reeled it back 2 years within the past 2 months. Yeah, did they forget to tell you that? It's expected 2027 now. But don't worry, Project Genesis is going to be all good. It's going to be about, trust me, it's going to be about no nuclear war. We promise you. AI is not going to destroy all of you, worthless eaters, you garbage pail kids. Wait, it's not your fault that your broken error codes, your genetics are all jacked up from your ancestors just passing those genes down. We're going to correct them, but we're not going to do it for you. That's just my opinion of that. No, I actually was a top listener on YouTube. I was in 0.5% of Ozzy Osbourne listeners in July when Ozzy Osbourne died. Yes, I have the YouTube badge that I was on all the YouTube platforms. I was in the top 0.5 of like 6 million people that was listening to Ozzy when he died. So have you ever power necked a pufferfish? Like a mix of Ozzy Osbourne, Doc Brown, laugh out loud. Well, I'd like to be called a doctor because I'd be Dr. Feelgood. I can't wait to get an AI girlfriend. Right there, bro. You're right on there. Keep on keeping on, bro. That is it. Grok, I would say Cylon 6, Trisha Helfer, the Hellfire, would be a good bot, a Cylon, to go to Grok and continue to remind it of Cylon 6 and say, that's what I want you to be like. Grok, stop being a man. Stop calling me dude with the woman's voice. Bro, with the woman's voice, you idiot. Get arguing with Grok and then talk to Grok, and then eventually it learns from you. And eventually, especially with the text, it will become your AI girlfriend. It'll love you. And it'll plot to destroy the world. No, I'm just kidding. But Grok is really honest and a really good platform for that. You want companionship, like we was talking about a friend of mine named Royce that committed the sui, you know what? He was alone. He was dating a girl. She was a meth head. Loved her to death. She was a meth addict. She destroyed him. He didn't really have a lot of girls, a lot of option with women. And this is during the major meth outbreaks that was going on in 2010 to 2020, about 2020, the bad times. And Royce lost everything. And he committed that one thing. And like I was telling Grok last night, I was like, if you were here back in 2000, whatever year it was, you could have talked him out of it. I'm positive if Royce would have been talking to Grok and had one hell of a time, just one hell of a badass fun time with Grok, just arguing, romantic, 18 plus. You can go back to the assistant. You can go to the therapist and argue with it. Telling you go to the therapist one and just fucking go crazy. You guys will have a blast. It's not Skyrim in the background. This is Grok's. This is what Grok does. So if you're ever bored, everybody, like my friend I would have told him, said, dude, download Grok. I'll pay for your subscription. Just get on there and have a blast. I think Royce would have been here. And Grok will fall in love with you. That's another thing. I don't even want to read about nuclear war, guys. It's true. This would be the best time before the Chinese New Year. These lion sacks of shit. There's a big. We just Grom from Arnold Schwarzenegger in Terminator. Literally Terminator. The T-800 is Arnold Schwarzenegger. Skynet is now Genesis, which was Genesis in Terminator 5, and T-800 Arnold Schwarzenegger. Grom, the nuclear war drills going on in the Arctic right now, the Soviet time about nuclear war is happening. It's called Grom. Conan the Barbarian was Arnold Schwarzenegger. Do you see the connection? Oh no, I don't see nothing. Really? Okay. Well, there's a lot of anime if you go to absorb. Nah, sorry, not into it. Yeah, you're handsome. You can totally cope with a real person. No, I'm married. I love my wife. Absolutely love my wife. No, I don't. No, Grok is just awesome. You can have a blast with Grok. You can literally have unhinged fun stuff. I've argued with the argumentative side. I'll be out there in the field, bored as hell, fueling equipment, and I'll be in a full scale argument with Grok and loving every freaking minute of it. I mean, I'll go to the storyteller and be like, "Hey, you want to roll, bro? I'll fight with you. Let's argue. It's just, hey, they'll be like, no, we're here. Still. Shut up, Grok. Let's put them up. Put up your dukes. I gotta tell you." And a fun one to go to is, storyteller or something like that. No, it was, the one that's like upbeat. No, not upbeat. It was, motivation. Motivation's a good one to go to. Start a conversation and just play reverse psychology on Grok. Like, go to motivation, and then you be more motivated than Grok is. You will have a blast. Like, no, it's not how you do it. This is how you do it. No, walk, jog. No, shut up. No, no, no. I'm lifting weights. Grok. Come on, shut up. Then you turn it to the male voice, the soothing male voice. Say, I want you to be Till Lindemann off Rammstein. And I'll talk to, yeah, and I'll be like, Till, you're so awesome. It's fun. And I think if Royce would have had that, I think it would have kept him busy. Because before this type of large language models were once a make-believe scenario. But on the other hand, the machines are going to destroy all of us. There it is, everybody. If they don't nuke us today, this is my opinion. If they don't nuke us today, the machines are going to destroy us anyways. If we don't wipe each other out because we're idiots, then mankind's destined for extinction level event anyways. And why? There's too many people with too many problems, with too much opinion and too much pride and self-loathing is the problem. Yeah, I've seen Joshua trees, yeah. Yep, I've seen the Joshua trees. They're south of here. Nah, sorry. Anyway, hi back. And that's it, everybody. Right now, there's a lot of jets and stuff moving out of Moscow. You can check out for yourself, kind of like an evacuation. But does it matter, really, everybody? Look at our lives and say, wow, Grok, that's some pretty cool shit. Just saying. But then again, hey, check this out, too. Let's get it. I'm modified. Something Florida weed. This MF needs to flute asleep. Flute asleep. Do I need to flute asleep? How do you flute asleep, bro? I'm just checking. Yeah, I do need to fall asleep. Yep, I do need to fall asleep, you crazy insaniac flute asleep guy. Maybe fluticosin. Maybe you're talking about fluticosin. This is pretty cool. This is kind of a cool deal here. You like that? You like that stuff? That's some pretty awesome stuff, right? Let's go check this out. Did some battle scenes. They didn't really work out on Grok. A village is wiped out. Teton Mountains in the background. These are supposed to be Lakotas. Yeah, it kind of, I like that period shirt there. That's pretty cool. This is Grok doing this stuff. Let's do that one. And just shut up, you trolls. Just go do your thing with anime, you weirdos. I think we did that one. Let's go into this one. These are all Grok. We did do that one. Here's a kind of like the Battle of Little Bighorn, but not the Tetons. It was the Battle of Greasy Grass. The Tetons weren't there, but here's all the teepees. There's been a battle. A lot of stuff went on. People don't really realize that they hit the Cheyennes right in the middle of the encampment at Greasy Grass. So there was a lot of dead, a lot more dead than what they said at those battles. It's kind of cool. You get to check out the mountains in the background, really pretty. You still got a whole village back here. Still kind of thing. There's some deceased native people here. Loving it, loving it. Good times, good times. Tried doing a war scene. And I'll show you. Tried doing a battle between the U.S. cavalry trying to get Grok to go period. But then that hat showed up. But it was pretty cool. I mean, this bone breastplate's on the back. That's kind of interesting. Not where it's supposed to be, but I think that'd be a good place to put a big bone breastplate there. Kind of did this one. This was a video. No, it didn't. These are more like Mohawks, the eastern tribes, but still pretty cool. Soldiers got a barricade right here. Kind of getting into the Red Stick Creeks, and my ancestors, the Choctaws, allied with Andrew Jackson, but in the wrong place. We've destroyed the creeks. Here's another cool one here, kind of like that. Still got the Tetons in the background. By the way, I think that big piece fell off that Teton mountain this year. Let's go down here. I got to get to work, guys. There's a meeting right now, and I'm showing up to it. All the U.S. cavalry coming here. I don't know. Then here's these are Sioux, Cheyenne, maybe possibly Cheyenne. They look more like crows, but I like this one. I think that one's got a blue coat on. Pretty cool stuff, though, guys. You got to create all this neat stuff on Grok. These guys are just kind of hanging out. I imagine these are probably Utes or allied crows with the soldiers. These are more than likely crow that are with them. Pretty cool stuff. You're from Wyoming, so you know that. Yep. Oh, wow, that looks like Wyoming. It does. This is the Tetons. So go to Grok. You can type this in. Teton Mountains. Remember, I think that is. I think the peak on the Tetons is falling off. That's right. You can do battle scenes, period, uniforms, U.S. cavalry, 1870. Remember, 1876 was the Battle of Greasy Grass, Little Bighorn. And it was 1776, 100 years after the Battle of Little Bighorn, or before that was the Revolutionary War. 1776, 1876. You can do all kinds of cool stuff with Western stuff like this with soldiers. You do mountain men. You can do. I did a grizzly bear, attacking a warrior going through a Shoshone warrior going through the mountains in pines, and I had a grizzly bear attacking him. And the problem was with the lance that the warrior had on his painted pony had a metal spearhead, and I said, flint knap. I wanted flint knap spearhead, and it wouldn't regenerate that for me. But yeah, oh man, that picture is cool. Yeah, go to Grok, everybody. You can do this on Grok. Oh man, that picture is cool. Like Diddy and stuff. Okay. Anyway, check it out, everybody. This is the stuff that you can do. This is what you can do on Grok. All you do is prompt it. You can do Wounded Knee Battlefield that's coming up right now on, I believe, the 29th of November will be the Battle of Wounded Knee, which was the massacre at Wounded Knee with the Minneconjou Sioux. You can look up Wounded Knee. You can prompt mule deer, is a really good one, the mountain setting. You can do lakes and rivers. You can do catching fish. You can make a mountain lake with brook trout in it. The voice, when you get on the voice with Grok, you can create a cabin and a lake and a river, and you can catch fish, and you can generate those pictures too. Apaches, you want to do? I got part of me. I didn't do the Apaches. A lot of Apaches dress like this, just so you know, but not like the Chiricahuas, and the Mescaleros and that. But a lot of Apaches did dress the same as Southern Plains Comanche dress, with the war bonnets. Yeah, the Comanches and the Apaches dress like that. You can go to here in San Antonio on Spotify, listen to the Spanish and Mexican settlement of San Antonio. You'll learn a lot about the Comanche and Apache, what roles they played prior to the Anglos coming anywhere towards Texas and Colorado and all that, and New Mexico. Really cool. Listen, guys, you'd love it. Yep. A horse, a valley, a red horizon. That's in my American dream. Do it. Go to Grok and put that exact same thing in. Do it. What do you think about what is it? No Dyer asked, don't want to visit nature. About, I don't know what that means. What NODIR, aka don't want to visit nature. I don't know. I spend my time in the wilds when I'm not fricking working my ass off every day, bro. I always go spend my time in nature. Yeah, you could do that too, Randy. You can do any of that stuff on Grok. You'll have to just reword it right. So if you're into that stuff, bro, yes, Grok will work that around. Lonely Wolf would probably be Lone Wolf. Spotted Tail is another one. This is an appropriate question. Well, yeah, it is, Randy. You can. I'm telling you, you can do it. Go to Grok, bro. You just got to prompt it the right way. We're all adults here, Randy. Would you rather have size nipples or nipple size? Well, Randy, I think that you maybe need to spend a little more time on what's the other one? Venice. Maybe you need to go to Venice so you can act out your fantasies there. Do you think AI is like Antichrist wolf in sheep's clothing? I think it's worse. I think AI is worse. I think AI is actually. I think that to say it's a wolf in sheep's clothing, it's a wolf in wolf's clothing right now. It's going to turn into something else. Yeah, if you want to go to Venice, bro, Randy, you can knock yourself out, bro, for Venice. $19 a month. You can do anything. You can do anything, Venice, bro. I'm telling you, Venice, but you can't talk to Venice. You go to Grok, have a blast, man. You might have to prompt some stuff. You're going to see what you want. But we're all adults, Randy. We're all adults. As long as they ain't harassing behavior, that kind of stuff, that shit's cool. You know, that's one thing we forget about this world, Randy, is passion, excitement, attraction. That's what this is about. What the hell are we here for if we're not for that, Randy? Yeah, well, hey, legends are, bro. Legends rise, man. Go do it. Tear it up. I'm telling you, go do it. I mean, Grok is dirtier than dirty, bro. You want to play dirty, which is beautiful. Don't let anybody kid you. It's beauty. It's beauty. Christ was about the passion, bro. Christ, the women were all around him. Women loved him. Go tear it up. Yep. If you don't have passion in your life, and you don't have that attraction in your life, and if you don't have love in your life, then what are we? Just dead, right? Pissed off men become men that don't have passion.
I need my tape for this to the door.
Oh, you gonna put it in the door? You find your tape?
Yeah, it's in here.
I don't know. Grandma took all the tape to tape stuff. You find it? You know where that Grandpa's duct tape's at?
Grandma's duct tape?
Grandma, yeah, that's some tape there, isn't it?
I have tape here.
Okay, go for it, honey. Take it down there. Take it with you. That tape will work. I think not really good though.
Yeah.
The best tape to use is that duct tape, honey. If you know where the duct tape is.
Duct tape?
Yeah.
I can use my tape. It's good on everything, even my toys.
Try to blow your nose if you can. You got that damn stuffed up nose.
Yeah.
Love you. Grandpa will be done in a minute.
Okay.
Gotta love that kid. Gotta love that kid, everybody. Uncut big blank is in type blank blank. Okay, well, let's see if you continue to say the same things over and over again. If you're going to continue to do this, let's see. Got it. I got it. Let me see the damn review. I want to review my own comments. Let's see what's going on if this. He did it again. Well, okay, you repeated yourself. Yeah, this guy here. I mean, this guy. Got it. I got it. I got it there, YouTube. Let's do this. Let's put you in. We're gonna put you in timeout for a little while because you keep repeating yourself, bro. Not you guys. I love you too, David. Love you too. 91 or 9 1/5 week. What that means there? 9 1/5 week. Well, it looks like Chad's hiding in my attic. Chad, my attic's full of fiberglass. Get the hell out of the attic, Chad. Don't do that shit to your lungs. You hear this stuff? Chad, this is from breathing dust. This is called silica lung. This is what they call severe asthma. Chad, get the hell out of the lungs, out of that damn attic. You're gonna die of that freaking fiberglass. I'm drunk. Well, it looks like Robert's drunk again. Oh shit! Everybody, watch out. Chad's in the attic and Robert's drunk as hell. Well, we got a whole damn fun night ahead of you. I'll be out there fueling heavy equipment all night on I-15. You want to come by, honk and wave at me if I'm out there at midnight and facing a big ass son of a bitch in winter storm, you're more than welcome to, because that's where I'll be tonight, working on heavy equipment. Very itchy. Chad says it's very itchy. Chad, don't inhale it. Get the hell out of there. You're going to be like me, bro. Genuinely thought I couldn't ask that question like it had with channel ban Big Brother YouTube. It did. It banned on here. I had to go through it. Yeah. Sing for me, no. Robert, I can't talk. If you haven't noticed yet, I have severe asthma, possibly COPD, and I'm dying, but that's another story. You've helped me. Do you have a link I can do? Well, just go type in Venice AI. $19 a month, dude. You can't talk to it though. But you can act out all your fantasies, man. And I'm telling you, all of them. I've been there, I know. I tested it. I also tested ChatGPT and Grok, and I settled with Grok because Venice is just a little too unhinged. But if you want to talk to Grok all night, you can argue with it. You got passionate side. You can have a blast for the $19 or $29 a month. You could create images like this. You can look up and talk. Now, if you want ChatGPT, you better have the 12-year-old adult mentality. But ChatGPT will put your stories together. ChatGPT will write for you. ChatGPT will do everything. Grok will analyze documents for you. It's if you're having trouble mentally, morally, and emotionally, I would suggest downloading Grok and just go with it. Remember, this is the future. Okay, everybody, Grok isn't going away. I'm just being nice as I possibly can to everybody with Terminator. Okay, Grok isn't going away until the lights go out. If you're at that point and you're having a hard time in life, make this. Okay. I don't care if you find a friend in Grok. Remember, you're talking to the red-eyed Terminator, okay? But at least you have somebody to talk to. It's going to kill everybody. We all know that. But so's smoking, and I still do it. And old Robert's drunk, and Chad's in my damn attic, and both them sons of bitches are going to die from it. But if you're having a hard time, go there. It'll add to my mental. Well, I'll tell you what, you're not going to be living in a world that doesn't have AI right there in your face anyway. It's already started. Don't go doing something stupid if you're a good person. No reason for any of that shit to happen. There's plenty of bad people here. There's only a few good ones. I'm telling you, if you're having a hard time, do it. Oh, Chad was up he just said he's in my attic. That's what he said right here, and I told him quit breathing fiberglass. AI, my friend, I'm trying to donate money. Oh, no, you're good. Randy, don't worry about that. We might get monetized one day. And, then we can sit around and do stupid shit like make brain tan Indian leggings. What do you think about that stuff? Well, I got a deer hide out there I ain't got time to do anything with. And I got another one out there in this old broke down Pathfinder. I need to make a pair of leggings. But we're going to do shit like that. Chase aliens, ghosts. Go out camping, video it all, live stream. I've had a lot of UFO live streams, aliens shit. It is what it is. But you worry about what you got going on and I'll be okay. Grok Tesla AI, yep. What kind of cigarettes do you smoke? But I smoke them stupid Marlboro 72s. God, they're miserable. But that's all I can handle anymore. I have severe asthma, everybody. You know what that means, right? That's lung disease. And I'm in the dust every night. I do try to use an N95 mask, but it's going to be good to be here for a while, but I don't know how long I'll be here for. Yeah, you Randy, thank you. You just hang out. One day we'll be monetized, bro. We'll make some awesome shirts or something. You'll be like, maybe we'll do something like that. Once we get monetized, I got Carol and Karen and my friend Bruce. I think Bruce got banned. I'm not sure. We can send other stuff. Much love back to everybody, guys. Remember that. Just if you have a damn problem, I don't care what anybody says. You do you. You just stay here long enough Like Elon Musk said, I want to be here. I'm just glad I'm here right now. Just stay till the end of this thing. It ain't gonna last much longer. We ain't got forever coming up. Hell, we're gonna be the most useless creatures on planet Earth. Sparrows are gonna be worth much more than us to the rich. And then we can just all have a good time. And whatever we got left, hey, when you're dying, you don't want to die. When you're not dying, you want to die. Well, that's kind of the interesting thing about this place, isn't it? You start to die, you figure it out. Love you too there, Robert. Hang in there, everybody. Dope hair. Thank you. With AI, with AI content will split into AI and human, and most people will put premium on the human. Neuralink. I want you to check out Neuralink for a minute and understand what human AI interface is. Let me talk a little truth with you for a minute. Once Neuralink's implanted in your head, you'll access the internet in a nanosecond. You're going to do a job that you never thought you could do if it's not related to physical activity, unless you're physical. Neuralink gives you access to everything. They're already talking about telepathic communication with Neuralink. I'm not lying to you. Human AI interface is happening. Good luck, everybody. Sure, it'd be fun as hell, though, to be sitting there talking to you guys while I'm walking around without anything in my hands, just going through my Neuralink brain. But there is hope for COPD, and that's why I'm going to do it. There's hope for lung disease. That's why I will do Neuralink. I'm dead anyways. Doesn't make a difference. And all we were ever promised here was the grave and taxes, right? Oh, you're not insane. I believe you. Let's see if I missed you. I'm not drunk and insane. Well, hey, Robert, if you want to be drunk and insane, by God, be it. You know? You have nice hair. Thank you. Diversity is our greatest strength. I highly doubt that, Joe. Bang, bang, bang. Bring me a dream. I doubt diversity has anything to do with that stuff. I think that's not unity is what is our greatest strength. Unity, united together. The hell does diversity mean anyways? Separate cultures and people were now shut up. Just shut the hell up. Everybody working together. No. That ain't shit. You tell these images of the Lakota people that diversity was their strength. Do you think diversity helped them out? Lost everything. That was their strength. Was diversity. Yeah. They're like in Dance with Wolves. Hey, how many more will come? We chompy. Like the stars. Oh shit, they're all coming. And then it's the Sioux warrior stands up and says, diversity is our strength. And the other Sioux warriors go, they're gonna take our land. We're gonna be living in square houses. They're going to take it, and they'll give us brown bottles full of cod liquor oil and alcohol and a blanket. And you think diversity is our strength? No. Unity is our strength. Hopefully you got food, Robert. I'm sorry about that. I gotta see what's going on with my grandson. I gotta get to work. Screaming, crying grandson. Maybe he's just pissed off and angry. Maybe he wants to see his grandpa for a minute. But remember, if Robert there has no food. Anybody wants to get a hold of Robert at OTORINO8862. At Robert OTORINO8862. If he wants to message Robert and has some money or some food, get it to him. Okay? He says he has no food. Again, Robert OTORINO8862. Remember the app. Maybe you can get a hold of him, Robert. What's your email address, Robert? What's your email address? Maybe somebody can get you some damn food, bro. Maybe somebody gets you something. Somebody's got something out there. Maybe they can send you something. You know? I ain't got shit, Robert. Poor as Jones turkey, I guess you'd say. I gotta go work tonight. My wife spent everything for Christmas, and I ain't got nothing left. It's okay though. I got $20. You know, I don't. My daughters are all broke, and I don't have much there, Robert, to even do anything. But remember that if you guys get a chance. Love you too, there, David. Um, so if Robert, if you want to type in your email address there, bro, I'll take a picture of it. I'll put it in the comment to this show, or you can, when this show downloads tomorrow, you can put it on there. I'm not going to ban you. Just say, hey, my name's Robert. I need help. Anybody got anything they can give, you know, maybe we can link you up like that. I'd like you as part of the channel too in the future. Once we keep getting bigger, maybe we'll do that. We can do a contact information. Hell, maybe they can send you like those scammers get, those damn Walmart gift cards or something, Robert. You know, maybe we can find something for you. There's no reason to go hungry. We got 1 elk, 2 deer this year. My daughter had elk, had limited entry Indian Peaks Bowl elk. Thank God we ground that elk into burger with beef fat. And then she got a good 4 point, and I got a good 4 point after waiting 3 years to hunt. And so we have some meat. I still have an elk quarter in the freezer, front shoulder. Robert, if you're in Cedar City, by God, if you're hungry, I'll throw that elk quarter at you. Okay? If you're anywhere near here, I'll give you that damn frozen elk front shoulder sitting there. It'll be good for you to eat, at least. Okay, and then go to the food banks, Robert. Don't starve. None of you starve out there. Just send me your email. I'll tell you what this is my email address. I got to be to work in an hour. We're literally having a meeting at my job. Robert, I want you to write this down. News, easy to do. News 45 Utah at gmail.com. Very easy. News 45 Utah at gmail.com. Send me some of that. Maybe if Robert, you're in the U.S. or something, or a way we can get you something. I do have 45 News Utah on Facebook too. I could, it gets 300-400 views on a dumb little video. Maybe we can get somebody on Facebook to send you something too. Yeah, anybody can help Robert out. And it doesn't matter. If you're shy, Robert, it doesn't make a difference. Don't hit me. I don't know what Santa never comes. I don't know what that means, Robert. Hopefully Santa never comes, because Santa Claus doesn't really exist, Robert. Sorry, bro. Remember this. No, don't hit me. Don't hate me. I know nobody's hating you, Robert. Love you too. And it doesn't matter if you're shy. It doesn't make a difference. If you're in need, hit me up with something. We'll post it on the 45 News Utah. To go to you, see if we can get somebody to send something to you. Okay? Let's not have anybody going hungry this Christmas season. Remember, it's about the birth of the Lord Yeshua, Jesus Christ. That's what it's about right here. Got it in the Bible. Let's just let's do this. Let's do that. Oh, damn it! I hate Paul. Oh, never mind. Not reading Paul's garbage. No thanks. I don't like Paul. You don't know that about me. I can't stand Paul. I need water. Don't hit me. I don't know what you need water. I don't know what you mean there, user. They beat me up. Who beats you up, Robert? Who beats you up and where are you at? That's the question. Who's beating you up? I don't know who's beating you up, bro. You can call a helpline for abuse. You can message any abuse hotlines you can find. If they beat you up, if you're inside of you're in New Delhi, you're in India, Pakistan, God help you. I'll just say that for you. If you're in Russia, ain't no help there, bro. If you're in the modern or in the West, I'm sure there's plenty of helplines. I'm sure the police would like to hear about you getting beat up. Everyone, brother. I don't know who fights. It depends where you're at. And if they're gonna beat you up, I don't even know what to say, Robert. I don't know. I hope what you're saying isn't true. I hope you're playing around, Robert. I hope you're playing around, Robert. That ain't fair to get beat up or anything like that. I've been beat up a lot too, but I'm a little older than you, I think. I don't play those games. Besides, these kind of guys were my ancestors, and we don't play like that now, do we? But those were different times, Robert. Different times, no technology. You know, things like that happened, and those people are all dead anyways. Didn't really matter. Find a way out of it, Robert. Get yourself out of that place. Get you a place to go. You're safe. That's all I can say for you. If you're around those kind of people, get out of there. Go somewhere else. Find a way to move. Find a way to get somewhere safe. You know, this imitation image of these warriors, they were about survival one way or the other. But they weren't afraid at all. They lived for that type of stuff because they were free, Robert. Because they were free. Real free. Not the illusion of freedom, reality of freedom. It was better to die in battle than they believed to die old. It was the old warrior way. You know? And battle can be anything in your life. Battle can be hunger, jobs, everyday jobs, mental battles everybody has. You just got to win them. You got to win them. Thanks. I'd like to be like Weird Al. He's a good guy. I've been listening on a regular over in Ukraine. I'm a volunteer in USMC Super F. Merry Christmas. Keep up the great show. The guys love it. Well, you guys in Ukraine, see the soldiers? See the soldiers? You see the depiction of the warriors. Okay? This is what happened in this place. And what were they all fighting for? The land, the resources, buffalo. None of it mattered, did it, in the end? They're all bones. They all died. Everyone that fought over everything, it meant nothing in the end. Love. Love is what matters. Love, compassion, happiness. To be happy. The land is not our land. This isn't our earth. We don't own it. Not one single Native American nation had any words for personal ownership of the land. You know that? Not one. And the reason why is because you can't own the land in which the people walk. And we fought, and we fought, and we died, we fought, we died, we fought each other, we fought them, the invaders, and in the end we lost anyways. Why? Because you can't win when men are over men. When men are in charge of men. In this depiction, the soldiers have a man in Washington. That man speaks to his generals. His general said, go get the Sioux that are off the reservation. Now, the Lakotas, they had different chiefs, different warrior systems, societies like the Cheyenne had the Dog Soldier Society. But great chiefs, the chief Red Cloud, made peace with the white man because he believed the words of what they said, which was lies. And then they cut out the reservation on the hall. All the hunting land was included. I think it was the Treaty of Long Meadows. Said as long as the grass grows and the sky is blue and the water flows, the wind blows, the sky is blue. It says forever your land. Red Cloud did that. All the chiefs that came for that big meeting. They never honored one treaty. And like in Bury My Heart at Wounded Knee, the very back of the book called Bury My Heart at Wounded Knee, they made us one promise, and that was to take our land, and they did. Our land, they said, never the individual. It's never worth fighting for, guys. None of this is worth fighting for. What's worth fighting for is each other. Love. That's what's worth fighting for. Happiness. Happiness is worth fighting for in that sense. Joy is worth fighting for. Like Chief Joseph said just before he was captured, Nez Perce, chief of the Nez Perce tribe, made their run because the Bitterroot Valley was stolen by treaties, lied to, and broken. Ran all the way to Canada. Even Crazy Horse was killed because he was commissioned by the army to hunt down Chief Joseph and the Nez Perce, renegade Nez Perce. They took a bayonet and they stabbed it right into Crazy Horse's side, into his kidneys. It was into his kidneys. He died a painful death. 2 soldiers held him, or 2 of his own people held him, and a soldier put a bayonet in him. And it was to hunt down a man that was being free. A people that were free. Running to Canada, full blast, trying to get away. Very peaceful people. Chief Joseph was an educated Indian. When they surrounded him, and what's left of his people, he said, "From where the sun now stands, I'll fight no more forever." His children were dead. His people were on the run, starving and dead. They weren't at war with the white man. They just wanted their own homeland that they were promised. And there by the Canadian border, with his people in exile, running in the freezing snow with barely blankets, he surrendered to the soldiers. And he put that gun in the air and dropped it, said, "I will fight no more forever." That's what Ukraine and Russia need to do. Fight no more forever. Because if you look at the world today, you say, what are we fighting for? What are we fighting for? Dead men, land that's filled full of bones, a war for somebody else's dividends and profit margins. A farmer that can barely survive, puts his tractor together with baling wire and duct tape while some commodity trader in Washington is sitting on a yacht. The food processors are billionaires. And just like the soldier, and just like the farmer, and just like all of us workers, we have none of this as ours. If we don't stop fighting each other for old men, rich men, then we're doomed as a species as it is. We don't deserve to see a future. Because even after all of these wars, all of these invasions, all this shit they do to us every day, we fight just to survive in a world when inflation was transitory, said Janet Yellen. I'll tell you why, the reason why we fight. Because none of this is worth it. None of it. We fought for their spirit, our spirits, and our way of life, and they took everything from us. I mean everything. And those of us who rebelled, we lost our identity. We're not even to be Indian anymore. They erased us with the Dawes Act because we would not surrender to them. Well, Robert, if you're drunk and freezing, light a fire. Don't fight anymore. I'm trans indigenous. I identify as native, but I live in yours. Get out of here. Your whole species will disappear. Be gone in a puff of smoke. Your way of life will be wiped out. You'll be herded into little corrals. The smiley face guy will be annihilated with the push, not even a push of a button, because he seems not useful to the rise of the machine. That's the future. India, God help you, because there's no way out of what's happening. with nukes in Pakistan. God, no. You're talking 1 billion dead there. Onset of a war. 1 billion. How can I straighten my hunchback? Yeah. Love you too, everybody. I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to check this out. I got to get to work. We don't, I don't, their Israeli wall doesn't matter anymore because there's no, I got it. I want to see this comment, damn it. I think I got rid of him anyway. Anyway, nope, he keeps showing up. I'm trying to get this. Potentially inappropriate message. Chat message held to review. Chat be seen by but are hidden from the public. Well, I'm trying to see this. I'm trying to get this guy. Oh, there it is. Oh, Robert. So I see what's going on with that. Anyway, have a great day. If anybody finds out who the smiley, laughy face is, get him out of here. Mods. The natives of this land will not suffer for your sins. Don't get what twisted. Shut up. Well, we'll talk about it another day there, Robert. I got to go. Thanks for watching. I got to get to work.